What is going on, Skull family? I'm Kyle,
And I'm Darin.
and this is the Purple Dopes with Hopes podcast. We are full of hopes.
Oh my gosh. Hey, we said it last week. Anyway, man. Anyway.
Are full of hopes, Purple Dopers. Hey, welcome to the Purple Dopes with Hopes podcast. If you're just checking us out, we do this weekly talk on our favorite NFL team, the Minnesota Vikings, who gave us plenty of hopes this week. If you are tuning in on YouTube, please make sure you subscribe. We are over 60 subscribers now, Darin, on our YouTube.
All right, let's go, baby.
Dude, man, we're just to the moon with this thing. And then if you are following along on the podcast platforms, we appreciate you. Please follow along on the show, and then make sure you drop a follow and then rate and review the show. We would love to hear what you have to say. And if you're following along on YouTube, leave a comment where you're listening from. We want to know where them purple dopers are coming from. So,
Absolutely.
Darin, I want to show off a little something this morning.
Ooh, that's a fresh tea.
That is a fresh tea. Compliments of our friends from Homage over at homage.com. Thanks so much. Our friends at Homage kind of hooked up the Purple Dopes a little bit with some Viking swag. If you're looking for great game day swag, we encourage you guys, check out homage.com. We will link it in the description of this video, as well as they do offer 20% off your first order. So what do you think?
Stock up, man. Those
Stock up.
shirts, they're dope shirts.
They are dope shirts for the Purple Dopes. So, Darin, we are coming off 21-17 victory over the Browns. You said it at the beginning. Whatever it takes to get out of London with the win. And oh my gosh, it took 59 minutes and 35 seconds to do it. But my friend, the Vikings come out with the win. How are you feeling today? Victory Monday on our Vikings.
I mean, yeah, like I feel great. Like I said last week, if we can get out with a win, you got a winning record. Now it's time to get healthy.
Yes.
And, we haven't seen them play anything close to what I think their best football is.
Yes.
Both offensively and defensively. So I'm excited to get healthy. I mean, if we can get some guys back, specifically on the offensive line, get Cashman back. Offensive line, I mean, again, Kelly, is he going to play? I don't know, but I thought Brandel looked pretty solid at center. I am stoked with that right now.
Honestly, I think it was the best look we've had at center all season against one of the best defensive fronts in football.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think he had one low snap that I saw, and Wentz handled it like a champ, got it to Mason, and then Mason broke off for a nice little gain there. So
absolutely, yeah. And I thought Wentz played good today. I'm still Team JJ on the QB front,
Sure.
but it sounds like the ankle is a little more serious than we had originally thought.
Yeah.
So will he be ready by Philly? I don't know, but I thought Wentz played fine. So happy with the performance, no turnovers by him.
Well, let's talk about Wentz on the game-winning drive. I want to start there because last week,
Deja vu, man. It was like the same scenario.
I just felt like I was watching it happen again. But Wentz comes down there, controls the game, puts us in a spot to win the game, and then in true Jordan Addison fashion, tight little throw over to the corner of the end zone. Addison snags it and scores 6 there. What are your thoughts on that drive compared to last week's?
I mean, just all around, the management of the drive was amazing. And I'm just going to drop this in here quick. Jonathan Vilma, I almost had to mute my TV, man. That guy did not understand what was going on in the last 3 minutes of the game. But other than that, it was great watching the drive. Got them using their timeouts. We're still able to not only get them to burn their timeouts, but then we're able to, still go down and get a touchdown out of it and run more clock. So, I mean, I couldn't have asked for more. A drive ending in a touchdown with 25 seconds to go. Yeah. They have no timeouts. That was just well orchestrated all around. Obviously, Wentz leading it, but KOC on the play calls. I was thrilled how that went, especially still dealing with last week's trauma. It was nice to go down and get that win.
Well, the thing that I liked the most was get the playmakers the ball.
Absolutely.
And that's what Wentz did on that drive. He hit Jefferson for a true Jefferson catch. I mean, just the only guy that can make that catch on the sideline is Justin Jefferson.
Hawkinson with Denzel Ward on him too.
Yeah, Pro Bowler Denzel Ward.
Denzel Ward. I mean, that guy's a dude. So All
Hawkinson,
broken.
Hawkinson up the seam, which the thing that frustrated me a little bit during this game is we were kind of trying to run these little screens to
I was
Hawkinson,
just gonna say,
which
yeah,
Hawkinson is not a screen tight end. Like he's not that quick tight end. He's a guy, get him running with the ball, let him put his head down and,
yeah.
pick up 5, 6 yards after the catch. And I feel like they did that on the final drive. And then that ball to Jordan Addison was just a perfectly thrown ball.
Yeah, that was just a
Yeah,
dot.
just a great pass. I couldn't be more pleased with Carson after that drive, especially coming off last week. Yeah, yeah. Overall, and then let's talk about the first touchdown drive. Cam Akers, Cam Akers throws a TD pass.
Just a KOC wrinkle.
Oh my gosh! Which
Yeah,
I think
you don't see.
I think we needed something like that.
Yeah,
I just think I felt like there was going to be some bags of tricks coming out for KOC with that tough front, with our offensive line being struggling and being injury plagued. So that TD pass from Akers was
yeah.
just like music to my heart,
Oh
man. Just
man,
like this is
I
what we needed right
just
here.
threw a dime right to him. He's wide open. I'd be curious to see where that fell in the play sheet because
Oh
it felt
yeah.
like we were just moving the ball down the field, and then we fumble on that first
Oh my
drive.
gosh.
That's one of those go down, get points on that one, and then save
Yes.
the wrinkle for drive two. Or I don't know. It just felt like we really probably should have been up, 14-7 nothing, 14-7
Yeah.
after that. But,
Yeah.
hey, that was dial it up when he had to. It was a great call.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I
Yep.
mean, I've been hearing a lot on the old X machine about KOC's play calling, and to me, like he called the exact game that we wanted him to call there, and I think that's what he was trying to do against Pittsburgh as well.
Yeah, but I also think like it's all noise. I mean,
Yeah.
KOC he's one of the top three play callers in the NFL.
Yeah.
I don't care what anyone else says. Like he gets guys open.
Yes.
If the quarterback doesn't see him or misses him, that's not KOC's fault.
Yes.
So he is getting guys open. He's getting Jefferson open. Like when you look back, like at the Pittsburgh film, like there are plenty of plays where he was open where
For sure.
you're perplexing why he's not the first look. So
Yeah.
I'm happy with his play calls, and yeah, I got all the confidence in the world that KOC knows what he's doing back there.
Yeah, I think the thing that I liked about this game rather than the Pittsburgh game was Wentz was holding the ball for 2 to 3 seconds and then getting rid of it.
Yeah,
It was funny. I was watching the game with my boys this morning. They got up to watch it, and it was like I was having them count. I was like, if he gets to 3 seconds, he's in trouble. And
yep,
we gave up 3 sacks in the game, and two of those sacks were he was holding the ball beyond 3 seconds.
yep,
One coming right out of the second half there. He kind of pump faked, and then it looked like they were running a go route to the corner there with Addison, and it was just too much time with that
yeah.
offensive line, with that front of the Browns. Like you got to get that ball out 2 to 3 seconds, which I really like what Carson was able to do this game rather than last week's game against the Steelers. And some of that could be comfortability with the play calling, with the play sheet.
For sure.
But overall, I just thought he managed a much better game this week. And, he goes for 236, game-winning touchdown. We got a TD from Mason, and then we got a TD from Oliver. I thought it was a great play calling game for KOC. Exactly what we needed to get out with a win.
100%. And dialing it back to the offensive line, I'm gonna call out Darisaw. Man, that guy is a beast.
So important.
Like he had Miles Garrett on him pretty much the whole game,
Yeah.
and I don't know if we heard Miles Garrett's name
Yeah, I think
like
Miles
really
Garrett got
all.
maybe one tackle for loss. Um,
Yeah, I know he there was like a longer play where Wentz ended up running the
oh
ball
yeah,
and he tackled him,
yep,
down the field a couple of yards, but that
yes, that's what I'm
wasn't a
thinking.
sack. It
Yeah,
wasn't really going to go for anything anyway. But man, I just thought Darisaw had a hell of a game
yeah,
and different offensive line with him in there. So
absolutely. And I mean that's the biggest thing coming into this bye week is we got to get these guys healthy.
well,
Um,
and I didn't know he was on a snap count. So all of a sudden at the end of the
and that was
game he's
interesting.
out. He was out of the game. I'm like, oh my gosh! Like now Darisaw's hurt again. It's just
Yeah,
like what else could go wrong?
right before halftime, he went in right after
Yep.
Carson Wentz went in, and I'm going. I didn't see anything happen, but it sounds
Yeah.
like you said that they were kind of limiting the amount of snaps there in the first half.
Yeah, which again, I've been seeing the X machine run wild with that. Like, how could they take him out? And it's like, I don't know. They're trusting their process again.
Yeah, yeah,
These coaches know a lot more than we do. So I
absolutely.
think I'll go with KOC on that one.
Yeah, I mean, one thing that was a little bit discouraging was, the fumbles. Mason's first
And Xavier
possession there,
Scott. Yep.
and then Xavier Scott comes out and drops the ball on
Yep.
the ground as well. Two turnovers there. It gave me a little bit of PTSD from, I think, 2 years ago when it was like we could not start the game without a fumble. But it was nice to see him getting that confidence back to Mason, putting him back in the
Yep.
game, and then
Absolutely.
Mason rambles off a nice little TD for us inside the 5, which I was like, if we get inside the 5, 3 straight runs, like that's what
Yeah.
we're doing. And
Well,
they did it.
and those are the ones the last few years we haven't been able to punch those in. So
Absolutely.
great to be able to run between the tackles, short yardage like that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm not overly concerned with the fumbles. I mean, 2 weeks in a row does have me a little bit going, but overall, I think Mason bounced back pretty well last week and this week. And
Yeah.
then Xavier Scott going in there. I don't know that was 100%. I mean, he's got to protect the ball, but those two Browns were in there so fast. I mean, they literally he
It
got
looked
the
like
ball.
both guards got absolutely destroyed on that
Yeah,
play. Yeah, I mean tackle for loss, but got to hand the ball.
yeah,
I mean,
absolutely, absolutely. Let's chat a little bit about Jordan Addison, absent the whole first quarter of the game. Anything coming your way as far as what was going on there?
yeah, he missed a walkthrough earlier in the week, and so
Okay.
KOC addressed it. Like
Okay.
I think he basically said he likes to typically keep this stuff in house, but he'll address this one.
Okay.
So it sounds like he missed a walkthrough. Addison got up in front of the team, apologized to the team. I think they did
Okay.
all the right things.
Yeah.
And good on KOC, man. Like no one's above the law.
For sure.
You know, yeah, it hurts to have a guy like Addison miss a whole quarter, but
Yeah.
I think he's got to. I think he did the right thing.
Yeah. And I mean, we know the history of Jordan Addison. Like,
Yeah,
you gotta hold that guy accountable. He's got to understand that he's a part of that team, and his
yeah,
important, and then the value of that is seen, in that fourth quarter when he scores that touchdown. But we need him there 4 quarters of
yeah,
the game. But like you said, I do like that accountability piece from KOC to say, look, man,
yep,
we have an expectation of you as a wide receiver for the Minnesota Vikings, and if
yep,
you're going to miss that, to go
yep.
tour
We have a culture, and
to go tour
you're
around
gonna.
London or whatever it is he was doing. I don't know what he was doing, but
Yeah, I don't know what he was up to, but yeah, just yeah. But anyway, goes from kind of in the doghouse there at the beginning of the game to catching the game-winning touchdown, and
yeah,
you
and I
know,
mean, really, I mean, he'd been pretty quiet the entirety of the game there, and then makes two big catches in that fourth
yeah,
quarter, and including one of those being the game-winning touchdown. So made that great catch on third and short to hold it
yeah,
in, pull it in, coming out of bounds,
yeah,
coming out of
just
bounds.
all hands on that one. That was pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's talk special teams a little bit because our guy Will the Thrill technically missed his first field goal of the year, but
Hey, friends on the podcast, we are throwing mad quotes around this technically missed a field goal because what do you got coming for us, Darren? I want to hear it.
well, again, I'll admit live, I didn't notice it either, but the ball took a super weird turn, and you know how kickers kind of kick those knucklers that
Yeah.
spin different ways. I just kind of made that assumption, but watching the replay, it definitely hit a wire from the camera, and
Yes.
so it's really astonishing that like the NFL wouldn't have someone reviewing that even
Hmm.
to like nobody noticed it. And
Yeah.
again, to the refs credit, the Vikings didn't notice. Nobody noticed,
Yeah.
but it's pretty bizarre that that could happen and go unnoticed by everyone.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, thankfully, friends of Twitter or X, Zach Halverson is the guy who I saw first post
Halvy's
about it.
great. Yep.
Um, but yeah, I mean, to me, when I was watching that, it looked awkward. It did not look like a knuckleball to me. It literally looked
Yep.
like it took one of those sideways spins. And when I heard it hit a wire, I thought I noticed that
Yeah.
kick did not look normal. It didn't look like a
Yeah.
normal. Let's hang a left. In my mind, I thought, man, did a wind gust pick up there? Was he trying to adjust for the wind? But
Yeah. Well, and again, we end up winning, so it doesn't matter. But I mean, if we would have lost, like that would have
yeah.
been huge.
Oh,
So
absolutely. And I,
you
I
know,
I wonder if part of that is that stadium is not necessarily a football stadium, so do they have to do
yep.
the spider cables a little bit differently there? But somebody's got to have their eyes on that thing and notice like, hey, this could impact the game, and it did. Will the Thrill has his first miss of the year, but is it really a miss? I don't know. I don't know if the NFL will come out and say anything tomorrow.
I mean, yeah, they certainly won't give him credit for the make, but
Yeah.
I mean, my fantasy team could have used those extra 5 points.
That
But
fight, yeah, that's good. To me, it was like, and it's funny. I saw a guy on X when the game was going on say, it's bad when you think 52 yarder is a chip shot.
oh, I know.
Like you just assume it's going to go in, which
Anything under 60 is probably good.
for
So,
sure, for sure. I do want to ask you though, man, Ryan Wright, come on,
oh gosh, credit where credit's due there, man. That was just an insane punt.
that guy
And I've had
is
my
brutal.
troubles with Wright in the past. Just my opinion of him as a punter isn't overly high, but man, did he have a good game today?
He
I
had a
mean,
great game today. I mean,
yeah,
just as far as booming that ball, putting them deep in their own territory. I mean,
yeah,
Ryan Wright,
yeah,
shout out to you, man. I think that
absolutely
you had a
great game
great
by
game.
Ryan Wright.
Yeah,
Totally.
yeah. All right, man. Well, I just want to talk a little bit about the Browns' offense. Our biggest concern is the run game, and some rookie guy named Judkins, carved the Vikings up for 110 yards. Um, Thoughts on our defensive front, man? I mean, is it just a
So
matter of Cashman and Van Ginkel, or should we be overly concerned about what's going on with our teams and these running backs?
yeah, I mean, I think there's cause for concern. And again, Quishon Judkins is like a stud. Like he
Yeah,
was Ohio State running back. Like he's a really
sneaky
good
good.
player.
Yeah,
Yeah. So props to him, but like also like this is just being like absolutely just crushed by these teams on the ground just can't happen. And I I don't think it's just Cashman. I mean, I have seen Pace get up there. He misses tackles though. I think Cashman will help. I mean, losing Harrison Phillips seems to be a bigger deal right now than
absolutely.
I thought back in August.
Yeah,
He was the big run stopper up front, and
yeah,
so that's probably part of it. No one's quite got that skill set that's left on the D line. Um, but yeah, it's super frustrating because getting them into second and long, third and long,
yeah,
like we've talked about many times, that's where our defense thrives.
yes.
And getting short chains there, and it's bad news all around.
Yeah, and I mean, credit where credit's due. Judkins is a sneaky, shifty little running back. But let's look at the gauntlet we got coming up. We got Saquon Barkley. We got Derrick Henry. We got Jamar Gibbs. Like we got guys who can crush that defense if we let them. And so
Absolutely.
I think these next 2 weeks really dialing in that run defense.
Yeah.
Hopefully getting Cashman back,
Oh,
then
that'd be
Ginkle being
huge.
back in there as well, and then maybe doing some tackling drills at practice, guys. Come on, we got to get these guys in the backfield and take them
Got to
down.
wrap
Even
up.
when Dylan Gabriel is sneaking out of the backfield there from our guys, I'm like,
Yeah.
come on, guys, just
Yeah.
wrap this guy up. Redmond had him dead to the water, and all of a sudden he's sneaking out for an 8-yard run. I'm like, what is
Yeah.
happening? Thank you, Harrison Smith, by the way, for
Oh, I was just
oh,
gonna call that out. Yeah, that was a big save on third down there. So
oh
that
my
was big
goodness.
tackle.
Oh,
But
yeah,
yeah, in terms of working, I mean, all we can do is get the personnel back that's out. So I do think Cashman will help. Van Ginkel will help. Get all of our starters back healthy, or as healthy as they can be during a football season.
for
But
sure.
certainly needs to be a focus. And obviously a guy like Flores is going to dial that in.
Yeah,
That being said, again, we did only give up 17 points. So I am,
absolutely.
it's not like we gave up 40.
Yeah,
But, it's more for me like circumstantial where there are instances where you just need to get off the field.
yeah,
You
absolutely.
give up, third down conversions on, 4 on a drive, that kind of kills you. So they just need to
Uh,
be able to get off the field.
well, I mean, let's just bring it back to where we started here. They got to win in London. That is all we were hoping for. Carson Wentz wins 2 out of 3 games, puts
Yeah.
us at 3-2 going in the bye week, which I think in the end is what we were hoping for through this stretch of games, this international layover. Get us to 3-2, get us to the bye week.
Get us 3-2 bye week, get healthy.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Well, let's chat just real quickly on the bye week. We're going to be having a week off from football, but we'll still be bringing you guys the podcast here next week, talking exactly what we've been talking. Like, what is the Vikings' hopes looking forward? We got Ryan Kelly headed to IR. Are you
Yep.
thinking a center might be in order?
I was thinking that. I thought Brandell, man, like I think he earned it today. He looked really good. Again, that kind of cuts your depth a little bit on the O line since he'll play guard and even tackle if he has to. But
Yeah,
I think he looks good at center until you decide what you're going to do with Brian Kelly.
Yeah.
Yeah, is he going to be on IR all season? Like, I don't know. The concussion thing
To me,
is crazy, man.
to
So
me, it
who
just seems
knows?
like inevitable that he's going to be calling it a career. I mean, what a disappointing loss for us,
Yeah,
especially, free agency splash, bring him in, bring Fries in. But, two concussions, I think five in the last 2 years or three
yeah.
years.
Two
To me,
seasons.
two
So it's like,
seasons. You
which has
gotta,
been like a year of time,
yeah,
basically.
you gotta protect yourself, and I just think
Yeah.
it makes sense for him to maybe hang it up. But you never know. Maybe he'll get one of those guardian caps and try to go that way. I mean, the Packers
I mean,
wide
how does he
receivers.
already not wear one? But
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely. I mean, the Packers wide receivers, I don't know if you've noticed them, man, but they all
yeah,
wear them. It's the goofiest looking thing in the world to me. But hey, if it's protecting them from getting concussions, like let's think about it.
absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, I think the defense, crucial piece. We got to get Van Ginkel back in there. That dude is he's such a crucial piece to our defensive schemes. We got
Yeah.
to get him back in there.
Yep. That'd be great if they can get him right over the bye. And, again, that's what the bye is good for. I
Yeah,
mean, it's coming at the perfect time for us this year.
absolutely.
Normally, I don't like a bye this early, but we desperately need it.
Yeah,
So if we can, get in, give KOC a couple weeks to game plan for Philly,
yeah.
and I guess we'll see who the quarterback's going to be.
Which,
Sounds like JJ is going to be coming in doing work all through the bye week.
yeah,
And it sounds like KOC wants him to have a full week of practice before he plays again.
yeah.
So,
Which makes sense.
yep. So, seeing what he's doing throughout the week, I think will be telling for whether or not we'll have him going into the Philly game.
Yeah. Well, let's just throw it out there because we're just kind of speculating anyway at this point. You got the option Wentz or JJ. Who you putting at the helm?
JJ.
Yeah.
JJ's our guy. I think we see what Wentz is.
Yes.
He's a guy that can throw for 300 yards and three touchdowns.
Mm,
He's a guy that can throw four picks.
yeah.
So again, like he played good today. Missed a few throws, but nothing I'm gonna beat him up too bad about.
Yeah.
But again, I still think the most crucial element of our season is figuring out JJ's development.
For sure. Yeah.
Like if we gotta know by the end if he's got it or not,
Yeah.
and just only way to do that is get him on the field.
Yeah, I was chatting with the guy Jason Harmon. He's a great follow on Vikings social medias, and to me, we know what Wentz is going to bring us. Like
Sure.
we've seen it, just like you just said.
He's Nick Mullins. That's who he is. He's probably a
We know
better
what he's
version
going
of
to
Nick
do.
Mullins.
We brought him in for that reason, that
Yep.
he can be that veteran guy behind JJ, but also, if needed, which he did, come in,
Yeah.
win us a couple games. But I think moving forward, like we can't work with the known. We have to think
Yep.
about the unknown. And the unknown is JJ and what he can do with this offense. We saw a
For
glimpse
sure.
of that against Chicago. But I just think we got to roll with that guy because we can't roll with the known right now. We gotta head in with the unknown. And the unknown is what can this kid bring, this 22-year-old kid bring to this high-powered Vikings offense that we are so excited about to start the year, and we're still
Yeah.
excited about after this game. But yeah,
Well, and what people need to remember is what we're looking for at a quarterback is a high ceiling, not a high floor.
absolutely.
So, like, yeah, JJ's floor might be quite a bit lower than Wentz's,
Yeah.
but we need to find out where the ceiling's at, and we don't know
Absolutely.
yet.
And I,
So, like, could we make the playoffs with Wentz? Probably.
yeah,
We win the Super Bowl? No.
no, yeah,
So, like, if we were gonna, like, again, last thing I'll say on this, if we were gonna keep or put Wentz as the starter, we would have just kept Darnold
yes,
because we knew that his ceiling was lower than we needed.
yes,
And so, again, this is just the process you have to follow to figure it
yeah.
out.
And this is a very different Viking scenario than we've seen over the last
Yeah.
8, 10 years. We knew Kirk Cousins' ceiling. We knew that he
Yep.
could get us to the playoffs. He could probably win us a game, but that was where we were going. Sam
Yeah.
Darnold, I think maybe we were a little bit more hopeful as the
Yeah.
season was going on,
Absolutely.
but at the end of the year, we realized there's the ceiling. With JJ,
And
we don't know, man, and that's
we
the
don't.
exciting part of this. Is
Yeah.
I think of course, Vikings Nation, you want an answer. You want to see it happen right now, but also like let's get some excitement for the unknown of this guy and what he
It's
can
just
bring to
it,
the
man.
quarterback.
I mean, he's our guy. JJ is one of us, and let's support him. And I don't know, like I think he's got a chance to be special. So Let's not dog him if he has a bad game or two.
Sure.
Again, Wentz hasn't played out of his mind.
Yeah.
So
And
let's,
which is exactly what you said a couple weeks ago. Like
yeah,
he's done nothing to say he should be our guy moving forward.
right. If he was throwing 350-yard, 3 touchdown, no interception games,
Yeah.
like, and we'd won every game by 14 points. He's not missing throws. Sure, yeah, we've got to roll with that. I get it.
Yeah.
We're 2-1. He's played fine,
Yeah.
but not lights out. So,
100%.
yeah.
100%. All right, well, let's finish it off here, giving a little shout out to our boy Carson Wentz for winning 2 games as the Minnesota Vikings quarterback. But I got a question for you because I got a list of the top 5 winningest quarterbacks in Vikings franchise history. So we're talking about most wins under their belt while they were quarterback of the Minnesota Vikings. Can you name all 5 of the Minnesota Vikings all-time winning quarterbacks?
Fran
is going to be number 1 with 93 total wins.
Yep. Cousins will be on there.
Cousins is number 3, and I was shocked. 50 wins Cousins brought the Vikings. That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, we had a couple of good teams under Cousins.
For sure.
Culpepper, I feel like, has got to be on that list.
Culpepper is not on the list. I was surprised with that as well, but his time with the Vikings just wasn't long enough to get on this list.
Okay. Brad Johnson.
Brad Johnson, number 5 with 41 wins in purple. 2 more here.
Let's see here. I mean, it's got to be like Tommy Kramer on there.
Tommy Kramer's number 2 with 65 wins in purple. And the next one is a 70s Vikings quarterback. I think he played with Vikings for like 10 seasons, but he was also like a little bit of a journeyman there. Played on a couple of
70s?
70s into the 80s.
70s into the 80s. Let's see here. Gosh. Not Wade Wilson would have been late 80s, right?
Nope, not Wade Wilson.
Just trying to think who would have been. Wouldn't be Salisbury. He would have been later than that.
Earlier than that, yep.
Oh, man. This is a good one. Did you, like, when you saw the name, you...
Didn't know it. I had to look up his information on Wikipedia.
All right, let's hear it then.
Bob Lee.
Bob Lee, yeah. I mean... The name rings a bell. It's not completely unfamiliar, but I wouldn't have gotten that.
Yeah, he must have came in like right after Fran. 43 career wins as the Vikings quarterback. So it must have been like that late 70s, 80s stretch there. But yeah, anyways, shout out to Bob Lee, man.
All right. Yeah, solid question. Interesting. Good stumper.
All right. Well, we are going to be coming back to you guys next week talking about the Vikings moves over the bye week, plans over the bye week, who's getting healthy during the bye week, and then hopefully gearing up for that big Philly matchup the following week. And
that's going to be amazing.
Hopefully we got a quarterback to ride with at that point. I mean, might be kind of fun to give Wentz a little revenge, but I think
old revenge game there. Yeah, I mean, either way, there's going to be some good talking points going in. I'm excited, and I think Philly, they lost today or yesterday, and they're beatable. So
absolutely. All right, Skull Nation, if you are not following along with us on our podcast platforms, please make sure to click that follow button as well as rate and review the podcast. And if you are on YouTube, subscribe to the channel and then drop us a comment. Where are you watching our video from? Darin, we got out 3-2. That was the hope of this whole journey with Carson Wentz. So Skull Nation, we are ready to move forward. But as always, we skull, you skull, we all skull together.
Skull.